Hey everybody, welcome back to the Stoneface Reactions. I'm Theta, and we're here for another random OVA wheel. We are here to fill in some time on the channel where apparently I'm not going to be able to upload some of the things I was hoping to do. So we are going to fill it in, hopefully, with some random OVAs that won't get us in trouble. I don't know. We're going to do our best here. As per usual, the OVA wheel is hosted on our own website now, so we are going to go into the filters and see if we can't set us up something good. So we're going to leave the formats as they are. We're going to set the series to standalone so that we get only something related to itself. Maximum episodes has to be 1. Since we're trying to fill in for what would normally be in the slot here, we're going to shoot for 24 minutes, which is going to be on this thing. I'm going to put it 20 to 30. And hopefully just, move around in that sweet spot. Score range doesn't matter. I'm willing to watch anything, so we'll get that. I did say last time I did the wheel that I might pick a genre. You know what? I so don't want to be responsible for whatever we watch. I'm just gonna leave it as any. Airing status has to be not upcoming, because upcoming stuff you can't watch because you don't live in the future of the now. Safe for work has to be on, because again, 18 plus is hentai, and I mean, if I've got a career on Pornhub or whatever, reacting to porn, then let me know. Because I might anyway. Your range any, because again, I'm here for anything. So those are the filters. Let's go ahead and hit the wheel up and see what we get. Panzer Dragoon, 1 episode, 27 minutes, 1996, finished adventure fantasy, 2.9 AniList score. I think that might well be the lowest score I've seen so far. Legends speak of a dark tower with a race of dragons that awaits the command to arise and wreak havoc. At least Kyle used to believe they were only legends until his lady, Alita, is stolen by the Black Dragon. Now Kyle must form an alliance with Balau, a blue dragon, in order to rescue her before she becomes the catalyst for the Dark Tower's final program, the complete destruction of the world. Alright, well, as normal, I've got to now take a moment to see if we can find it, if it's available to us, so right back after this quick edit. Well, looks like it was available, so let's go ahead and hop on in and see what the lowest ranking AniList score OVA that we've yet rolled is like.
But before we get started,
make sure that you hit the like button,
hit that subscribe button,
comment down below to feed that algorithm.
On top of all that, if you want to watch more shows like this, unfiltered,
uncensored,
and uncut,
as well as some early access stuff,
you can check it out over on the Patreon.
It's just $5 a month, but hey, no pressure.
There's zero pressure in order to do that. It's just a little bit of extra support, and it would be greatly appreciated.
Alright, Panzer Dragoon, brought to you by Sega. Again, one of the lowest scores I think we've ever random rolled on here.
Taki Corporation.
Don't know Taki. So I guess this is going to be a one-off based on a video game. Look, man, I like Reboot. I'm not going to be put off by video game level computer graphics. I can't tell, is that an island that's moving, or is that just a tower? Well, it has to be a tower, right? That was the name of the, or in the description of the thing. Okay, so it's like a AI tower. It's interesting how many towers I've seen in anime that have that, like, twisty design. I think the tower inside the Tower of Druaga had that look to it. an armored wyvern? I couldn't tell what the hell that was.
どうしたアリータ。
なんでもない。
ほらほら、獲物に逃げられちまうぜ。逃がしてたまるか。
I don't have much hope for these guys. That dude was holding a crossbow. We just saw a AI tower with laser beams.
てどこに逃げやがった。
Never a fan of that little pan eye motion thing. I think that invokes motion sickness.
さすがアリータ。連れてきた甲斐があったぜ。
If memory serves, she's gonna get kidnapped, and he's gonna have to save her.
外れたでしょカイル。
帰る。もっと近づけ。
And this is the one that comes from the tower, if memory. Say memory serves, it was like a minute ago.
やったぜ。チェ、また先を越されちまった。
Oddly, the crossbows don't release. They fire them and they stay pulled back.
カイル、何か来るわ。
え、来るって何が。
わからない。
どうしたアリータ。
So she's got like the power of observation. Or sixth sense.
気をつけろ。また来るぞ。
何なの？何がいるの？
That was a Star Wars laser.
あれはドラゴン。
You know, I just kind of assumed we weren't going to get a title card, considering, 1995, 1996. I thought this was from the 80s. I forgot. Kind of does not hold up well to the 90s point of view. But granted, not going to judge it entirely based on Production IG. God damn, they do so much good stuff. Not going to judge it based entirely on its visuals. It's probably meant to sell a video game. And the graphics of the video game is what's going to be compared to, right? So they don't want to make it look too good and then have you play a game that doesn't look anything like it, right? I'm just spitballing here what I'm thinking. And that's how we're gonna lose Alita. I never get that trope. Somebody trips and then suddenly they can barely walk anymore. And it's clear she didn't like scrape her leg or anything. She's holding her upper portions. Oh, never mind. Traumatized because she can sense the stuff. Why did the tower have a dragon, though? Weird looking dragons. She's kind of like forced into the rider position. I was literally just about to say, thank God we never got a name for you, but you named him right as he died. Did it really kill the dragon outside, though? Because my idea here is that he's going to become the Panzer Dragoon, right? So a dragon rider? Ooh. Well, why did that one piece of armor survive? Oh, never mind. That was because that was a gun. Oh, there we go. That was the thing I was thinking. The dragon would have to survive so that he could become a Panzer Dragoon. Is that Alita? I mean, it looks the same, but... When did that dragon put face makeup on her? Oh yeah, I forgot they called it a black dragon. Didn't look black to me, it looked gray, but whatever. Oh, Blau. I'm sorry, now I'm remembering the description. That's Blau, the blue dragon. Got a great soundtrack. Sometimes hitting that random button on the random anime, sorry, on the random OVA wheel is real difficult. Little background: I just got done watching the educational video about how to treat disabled children, right? So to go from the emotionality that was that educational video to this video game advertisement, it's really something. I really hope this is selling a game. And that Sega wasn't on it because Sega did the graphics or something. That gonna be your son? Or is it gonna be way in the past and you're remembering the thing that happened to you? Why did you go, huh? It flew past you and didn't even disturb you. That's what you say hoo-ah for. Did they, like, merge brains with her or something? Because I'm not really seeing why... Again, why she's wearing face makeup, but also why she's, like, looking like that. How did the fucking other night guy lose? Now, was that the Empire? Okay, the Imperial Fleet. Okay, I guess oddly, despite the fact that the Black Dragon attacked these guys, we're not friendly with them either. Okay, don't listen to us either. That's not gonna turn out well for you. You're literally above the clouds. There will be no survival.
アリータのことか。おいおい、やめろ。まだやるってのか。
See, I guess there's some backstory here that we're just not told.
あの黒いドラゴンと同じだ。手当たり次第殺しやがって。
Like, why is the blue dragon so anti-imperial when the black dragon was also anti-imperial? Are we flashing back to scenes that just happened? But gee, you could have just showed us you dragging him off, and then the campfire. They need to, like, pad out like a couple of minutes? Well... Where was this village? This has to be selling a game.
俺はガキの頃から親父と旅ばかりしてきた。他のことは何にも知らねえのさ。
今日は村の収穫祭だって聞いたわ。ねえ、みんなどんなことをしている？
Okay, I understand that I'm still watching it and I can still see it on the screen here. But the Panzer Dragoons are a series of video games developed by Sega, and they're all rail shooters, so explains why he's got a gun.
そうだな。赤い色をしている。
赤いってどんな色？ね、どんな感じ？
赤いのは今の君だよ。
Again, the previous one that we watched would say that was Peach.
俺はこの村に残ってもいい。
Apparently one of the games isn't an on-rail shooter, and it's a role-playing one. And it's listed as one of the greatest video games. Doesn't say ever made, it says one of the greatest video games. So if you're ever looking up the game Saga.
おい、その塔はどこだ？どこにあるんだ？ローラル界。ローラル界。
Yeah, I mean, when his eyes went all hazy white, I think we could tell. So I have no clue why he went. Jesus. Do people turn into monsters when they die in this world? Like, I don't understand why that happened.
ドラゴン、お前、こいつの正体を知ってて。行くか、相棒。
I also wonder if these background tracks that we're hearing are like the background tracks to the on-rail sections of the game. I feel like there might be enough to make a short series out of this, but they're not really exploring that all that much of the world building. I feel like I could sooner watch something like out of made out of Legend Dragoon or something. Now there's those bugs that attack the Imperial fleet as well. The water graphics a moment ago very much also looked like they were at a reboot. Was it? It looked like a building on the surface of the water. Well, where did the knight come from if that was the case? Like, very convenient he just dissolves into dust. Don't have to answer any questions that way. So we went through this whole underground passage just to come back up in the same area. So that promise I feel like we made about not attacking Alita. Maybe we should blow some shots off at the tower before the tower opens fire on you like it did the Imperial fleet. I mean, maybe get around behind it or on top of it. Yeah, so you could jump off and grab her like you probably could be doing right now. Not saying I could jump off of a falling flying dragon onto another falling flying dragon. But you're in the fantasy world. I gotta say, I think at this point, 50% of this guy's dialogue has been her name. So you're angry that your control system's been pulled out, and you're gonna whip crack your own control system. I swear, if one of you out there cares to do it, count how many words this guy has had, and tell me how many of them are Alita. I'd like to know the percentage. You still got a gun. So it seems like this is a technological place that's been overrun by something. And all of what? It was the Black Dragon. I thought he was going to have some sort of inspiration to attack the tower or something. Like, the tower's literally done nothing to you. You have no idea anything about the tower, other than the fact you just came here. But suddenly now he has the power of Alita? Maybe this is like a prequel to the game. I need you to crawl into my neck like Alita was with the Black Dragon. I'm seeing why this got like a 2.1 or a 2.9, whatever it got. could have been something, but I don't really feel like it was anything. And you left her in the tower, so now it's a problem. Although the tower did nothing, so never mind. Ironically now, though, if the tower's activating, flying away from the tower might get you attacked by the tower. Why? I don't get the why on this because they don't have any idea that the tower does anything. Also, why do you think the Blau couldn't do it by itself? You don't even know what the tower does. You've not seen it before. One of the crest of the tower has the same color as the bubble they're floating out in. Goodbye, tower. We literally knew nothing about you. Same as the dragon, I guess. But again, knew nothing about Black Dragon either. And where is Alita? She was just fine letting you, like, soak face down in the sand. I must have missed that part. When I was being flippant, I must have missed the part where she's getting blind. Did we lose the gun? Was the gun a one-shot? Okay. I can see this being the prequel to the game. I can see this happening concurrently with a game. I can see this having nothing to do with a game. The element that we know it does relate to a game, though. The element that it was an on-rail shooter. I believe this is what this game is about. And he was given a gun that he used once? Twice? I think it was once, right? Also, what was up with the bugs? She flies up to the Imperial ships, levels the bugs at them, and then later on he sees the bugs and is like, they're not bothering me. Maybe there's an element here that if you play the game, you just know what's happening here. Like, oh, that's the underground level, and oh, that's when all those things get killed by the bugs, and oh, that's the bugs retreating from the tower, or I'm assuming the bugs don't retreat from the tower. I'm assuming that all that nasty crap inside of the tower is because of the bugs. If they were, in fact, even bugs. I don't know. I think it probably deserves its score. It's not that good. And as I've told Lessons many times, I have a good Cambridge Animation Systems. Cambridge. I have a good threshold for bullshit. And I don't even think this was, like, horrible. This isn't the worst thing. It's just the element that, I don't know, I played my share of PlayStation 2 games, and this feels like it would be a PlayStation 2 game disc that would come with the game that you bought. You know, like I bought the Dot Hack series. And the Dot Hack series came with anime featuring what was going on in the real world, as opposed to the Dot Hack game that you were playing that you just bought. I wish I still had those. I think they got lent out by somebody, not me, and lost them. Or I should say never came back. because those are pretty good animations. At least in my mind, I recall that they were. I could look them up now and find out that they weren't, but the idea being that I'm used to the conceit or concept of an anime congruent with a show, or being sold with the show. I'm sorry, being sold with the game. So, I'm not going to give it like negative marks. The music, not great. The animation, serviceable. I mean, not great. I guess I would say not great. The story was. I feel like I could tell that story in 5 minutes. Like, I don't know anything about the world other than, that's like the Imperials. Or, what the fuck was up with the Imperial fleet? Why did that guy turn into a monster? What was that town that he kissed her at? There's just so much world building that doesn't happen that ultimately this is just, we got attacked by a dragon, and the dragon kidnapped my girlfriend, and then I went and got my girlfriend back immediately. And the element that the dragon that kidnapped the girlfriend did it because it woke up, because the tower woke up. Why? No clue. What were the Imperials doing? No clue. What's the Empire even like? Are the Empire bad guys or good guys? I know Lessons would just automatically say it's an Empire, it's bad. I mean, ultimately, I had no fucking idea. Why was the Black Dragon attacking the Empire and them? Why is the Blue Dragon attacking the Empire and them? What was up with all the dead dragons underground? What was up with the tower? I don't know. So many unanswered questions, but again, it doesn't leave itself open for me to want to get any answers from them. I guess other than the one thing that I looked up, right? The element that this comes from an Unreal shooter game, except for the one game called Saga, which is related to this, which is in the listing of greatest games ever. So, sorry, not greatest games ever. I keep forgetting. It didn't have any qualifiers. Just a listing of greatest games, which is just vague enough to make me suspicious of it. Yeah, I don't know. I guess ultimately the art for Kyle and the art for Alita wasn't horrible. Also, Green Guy, who was commanding the ship and apparently was the on the ship that encountered the tower in the past, it was all right. Three animation cells were all right, I guess. Otherwise, in the category of would I watch this if I saw it on TV? No. Would I recommend this to anybody? No. I mean, I'm at the point now that if this was playing during a video game I was playing, I would skip it in the cutscene. I don't think there's any value to this, although unfortunately if I was playing the game, I wouldn't know that there was no value to this until I got to the end of the cutscene and realized, oh shit, I just wasted 20 minutes of my time. You win some, you lose some. I guess that's going to have to be the case here, because I got nothing else to say about it. I've rambled on long enough, more than I think this one deserved. So, once again, I have been Theta, this has been Stoneface Reactions, and we will catch you again next time. Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stoneface Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video and what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?